This is Vader Reviews. We are honored that you would join us. Once again, we have entered the festive time of year. That's right, kids. It's almost Thanksgiving, or as I like to think of it, the pre-game show for Christmas. A season for good food and good times with family. And while that attitude may seem quaint or even Hobbit-like, it is important to keep family traditions alive. And for me, it's not quite Thanksgiving without a little turkey and pie while my family sits down to watch the 1955 Danny Kaye classic, The Court Jester. When I was a youngling, we rented this on VHS from the library. Yes, I'm that old. And watched it once every year on Thanksgiving. Now call me a sappy old Sith Lord if you want, but I have a lot of fond memories of this film. And thinking back, it may even be where my obsession with capes and sword fights began. Because come to think of it, I saw this send-up of classic Hollywood swashbuckler films before I saw the more serious movies it was referencing. The Court Jester is a musical comedy that tells the story of Hubert Hawkins, a bumbling carnival performer who is recruited by a group of rebels to overthrow a tyrannical usurper king. Hawkins is sent to infiltrate the castle, disguised as the Court Jester, and a delightful mixture of intrigue and wacky antics ensue. Antics that were sometimes a pain in the butt to film, quite literally. In one scene, the king repeatedly kicks Danny Kaye every time he makes a mistake. And after 11 takes to get the sequence right, Kaye had bruises all over his hips. Now it's an older film, but it checks out. And like a well-stocked Thanksgiving table, it has a little bit of everything to snack on. Songs, witty dialogue, a jousting tournament, intrigue, a dash of romance for the ladies, and a climactic swashbuckling duel. And from the costumes to the cast, the film is a big lavish production in the grand tradition of Golden Age Hollywood films, like the 1938 Robin Hood, starring Errol Flynn. Basil Rathbone, a frequent adversary in Flynn's movies, spent a good portion of his career playing the heavy in swashbuckling adventure films in the 1930s and 40s, and he's true to form here as the villainous Ravenhurst. Fun fact, Rathbone was an avid fencer in real life, known as the deadliest blade in Hollywood, and the Court Jester features his final duel on camera, as he was 63 at the time of filming. Rathbone was impressed by Danny Kaye's speed and agility during their duel, but confessed to having difficulty maintaining his villainous scowl due to Danny Kaye's cartoonish antics. The cast is full of great character actors and stars alike, including Alan Napier, who many will recognize as Alfred from the Adam West Batman series, in a small but pivotal role as Lord Finsdale. And long before her Murder, She Wrote days, a young Angela Lansbury plays the evil king's daughter, the ill-tempered Princess Gwendolyn, who ironically enough threatens to murder her attendant several times throughout the film. Now I absolutely loved this movie as a youngling, and the fact that we only watched it once a year gave me something to look forward to. It made it special, and it always heralded the beginning of the Christmas season, which was my favorite time of year. In the end, The Court Jester is a great film for the whole family. It's old, corny, light-hearted, and wholesome, kind of like me, which is probably why I enjoy it so much. And while I understand not everyone will have the same connection I have with this particular film, I want to encourage you to find something to do or watch together as a family, at least once every year. Building shared memories and family traditions is very important. Holidays are milestones in our lives, days of remembrance, to be thankful for what we have. And in an increasingly cynical world that rejects tradition, it's important to keep warmth and family connections alive. Sharing a meal, our time, and our hearts with one another. So from all of us here at Vader Reviews, we want to wish you and your family a happy and blessed Thanksgiving. Before we go, I want to thank all my wizards for their continued support. You guys help make the magic happen around here, and you're totally wizard. If you'd like to be part of what we're doing here, you can help keep the channel alive by becoming a monthly member on our Ko-fi page. A link is in the pinned comment. We have a lot of exciting things on the horizon, so join us by becoming a member, and let's create something together.